Normally a familiar face on runways during Fashion Week, Hailey Baldwin is noticeably much less present at this year's glitzy event. Is Justin Bieber stopping her from strutting the catwalk, or is Hailey ready to step away from the runway for good? Watching the Jailey relationship grow and evolve has been an interesting experience, to say the least. The two have done some pretty weird things throughout their engagement, with the most bizarre being Hailey's sudden step back from her career, particularly during Fashion Week. What gives? Before we get into this, I'm Devin Howard. Alright, let's talk about Hailey, her career, and her fiancé. There have been some questions in the past about the dynamic between Justin and Hailey. Ever since the two started hanging out, they've been attached at the hip. They were quick to blend their lives together and seemed deeply entrenched in that whole new love bliss. Hailey went from being a staple on runways and in magazines to becoming noticeably less present in the fashion and modeling world. A while back, we told you that Justin is pretty controlling over his future wife and likes to be the one to dictate how she spends her time, which is a little scary if you ask me. A source told Radar Online that on top of turning down modeling gigs, she bails out on friends. It's becoming such a problem that they're actually starting to worry. This source said, quote, "Her inner circle is worried that Justin's become too domineering. He's surprisingly strict about how he wants her to behave. He's constantly telling her what she should and shouldn't do." Even though the source admitted that Justin lays down the law when it comes to Hailey's social life, we also heard that he was totally hands-off when it came to her work. Now that she's walking in less shows during New York Fashion Week, though, I have a feeling that all changed. WWD caught up with the starlet and she admitted, quote, "I've tried to be really choosy with Fashion Week going forward, just because I want to have the time to spend being relaxed and being with my family and my fiancé." Surprising choice considering she was one of the most sought after models at the glamorous event last year, but okay. She went on to say, quote, "You have to always put family above work, no matter what." Okay, so this sentiment I get, especially if you're already married, and even more so if you have children. But when you're in the throes of a hasty engagement, you have no children, and you're at the height of your career, is it really necessary to back away from a job to spend more time with a fiancé you're already with all the time? Shouldn't the happy couple be supporting one another in their modeling and musical endeavors? Last week, heard Justin was busy working on a new album and releasing songs like collaborative singles with other artists, so he's clearly not pumping the brakes too hard when it comes to his livelihood. I mean, encouraging each other in their chosen career paths, now that seems like the no-brainer to me.
It ain't that hard to choose, him or me, be for real, baby, it's a no-brainer.
So then all this has me wondering, is this really Hailey talking, or is Justin putting the pressure on Hailey to spend less time in front of the camera? It's tough to say, but something seriously seems off, especially because Hailey is so in demand right now. Hollyscoopers, do you have any thoughts about this? Is Justin controlling Hailey's modeling endeavors? Let me know in the comments. And for more updates about Jailey, check out this video here, and click subscribe.